Telegraph has the story of the Oxford Union president-elect who's been ousted following the Charlie Kirk scandal. Now, we know what happened here. This young man made a terrible mistake in basically celebrating the shooting of Charlie Kirk, and it was even worse than that because he'd been debating Charlie Kirk in the actual chamber. And then there's a whole push to get rid of him because he was the president-elect of the Oxford Union. What do you think about it, Andrew?
It was pretty despicable. This is this guy, George Abaraonye, who was the president-elect of Oxford Union. The Oxford Union is predicated on being a free speech, a bastion of free speech, the oldest, most famous debating society in the world. And this guy celebrates someone he debated a few months ago. And whatever else you can say about this, I don't think it's a cancel culture issue. If you are going to be president of a free speech society and you announce that you are perfectly happy to celebrate when your political opponents are murdered, you have just disqualified yourself from the role. I mean, really, he should have resigned straight away.
Yeah, I don't understand why he didn't. I think he decided to sort of sit it out and hope it blew over.
No, he apologised. He did apologise.
Well, he said, okay, so
he did apologise.
When the news came out, he said on a chat group, "Charlie Kirk got shot, let's effing go," which is a common celebratory phrase among Gen Z. He did then say, this young man, "Well, I didn't know he was shot dead." That was basically what he said.
If your first reaction to someone being shot isn't that's appalling, then what kind of person are you? I'm sorry, I don't buy this idea of him apologising. He also said, yes, but, you know, what I said wasn't as bad as some of the things that Charlie Kirk had said. Why are you equivocating about a man being shot for exercising his free speech on a university campus, by the way? And one of the things that Charlie Kirk used to do is go out and invite people who disagree with him to speak, and he would let them have their space. He wouldn't interrupt them. Yeah. He would give them that platform. He was doing exactly what we don't have enough of.
But if you take that to its logical conclusion, you end up kicking the guy out of university, and that feels very, very harsh, doesn't it? Yes.
I don't think he's been kicked out.
No, he's not. No.
But I don't agree. I'm not going to go in. One of the things I never do in my life is join in to the general wave of how one is expected to react.
Pylons, they're called, yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. I think if you are serious, and the Telegraph, where this story comes from, every minute of every day is attacking woke people, cancel culture. This is cancel culture.
Why is it
actually
cancel culture?
It is because they've cancelled him.
You think a head of a free speech society should celebrate when people die?
Listen, you know what? I'm going to say this live on television. When Enoch Powell died, I hated him so much that I wrote a column saying I drank a glass of wine. So sometimes you have to say what you feel. Now, he was wrong in the immediate nobody should be shot. I totally agree with you. But I think the way they hated him they hated him getting that job.
No, wait. No one's saying that he isn't entitled to the view. He's entitled to dance around and celebrate and say, I'm really glad this person was murdered just because they disagreed with me. My point is, but he's also running the Oxford Union, and with that comes a certain responsibility, which is to promote free speech. Well, this is the problem,
isn't it? I mean, we can go, this is too long a debate, but it seems to me that free speech debates are always about attacking those on the left and never about the oppression, the cancel culture that the right pushes.
Let me bring in Tom as the referee.
That is absolutely unfair.
Tom has been listening so closely. Who's right?
I could go on forever about this.
What do you think, actually?
It's a feeling of... It's kind of heartbreaking that if you have a knee-jerk reaction to say something and you may have just got the wrong idea about a situation or the gravitas or anything, is that you say something and it's immediately out everywhere and you can't make a mistake. That's the one side, is that you should be able to say, I'm really sorry, I just made a mistake. I shouldn't have said that and I don't know what I was thinking.
He did that.
So it's hard that there is such a push of like, no, you've done that, that's it, you're gone. Whereas actually someone should be able to go, I'm really sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
But I'm not saying he shouldn't be able to make a mistake. And also young people are very hot-headed and they say things that he was probably trying to be edgy in front of his fellow students. But why not just say, okay, I reacted in that way. Why don't I just resign from this post that I'm clearly not qualified for? Get on with my career.
No, why? They didn't want him there. A man with dreadlocks.
No, that's not what it was at all.
The establishment. I was at Oxford. I know what Oxford's like.
I was at Oxford. Who's objected to his dreadlocks?
What?
The
idea of this is an
we'll get the photo
man.
out of him. Hang on, Yasmin, I'm going to say, we'll get the photo out of the debate moment where he is debating Charlie Kirk, and a lot of people did say, there it is, right? Charlie Kirk arrives all the way from the USA and puts on a suit. Why is this guy dressed like that? That's what they said. What's the answer?
Why should he wear a suit?
Because
it's just a student debating society.
It's offensively casual, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's not a funeral or a wedding.
I don't know. Don't you have to?
No, that is what they don't
Guests
like.
can't be better
the
dressed than
changing
you.
face of Oxford.
No, I couldn't care less what he wore. I mean,
do you not?
No, not really.
That must be a really old fogey.
But no one cares about what he looks like, what his hair is like. They care about the fact. I mean, it would be like a guy running a free speech society who celebrates murder. That would be like having a guy running an atheist society who is secretly worshipping the god Baal or something. It makes absolutely no sense.
But Tom's point is the sort of sensible one, isn't it? That he's young, he's made a mistake. Let's not get him to resign. Let's not cancel him. Let's not have his employment prospects dampened. Let's just say he's been an idiot for a day, like most of us were before the internet, weren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But who's saying that he should have his career prospects?
Well, because maybe he should carry on in the president-elect job.
Yeah.
Let him be the one.
No, that doesn't make him unfit at all.
All right.
Andrew, it doesn't make him unfit.
This is a fascinating discussion, guys. I suspect you'll have views on this next one, Yasmin, in the Express.